Welcome to our podcast. This is off-topic crab attack. I'm sorry, I feel like shit today. We'll get into that here
We
in a
didn't
second.
do the thing.
But yeah, I know, that's what I'm getting to, man. Give me a second.
It's like that's our thing. That's our thing, man.
I know.
What the hell, dude? You're letting the audience down. The whole 0 viewers.
The whole 0 viewers. Welcome to Off-Topic Crab Attack. Off-Topic Crab Attack.
Off-topic crab attack. Off-topic crab attack. Off-topic crab attack.
Hell yeah.
That's better.
That's so much better. But if I sound like shit, there's a reason for that, and we're gonna get into that here in a second. But I'm here with my co-host, the notorious Pickle Rick.
The notorious Pickle Rick. I'm Pickle Rick!
This motherfucker's crazy. But hey,
Yes.
he is the main co-host for this this weird, interesting, dumb, funny, stupid podcast. And
That's a
I
good
love
way
it.
to describe it.
Yes, it is. And kind of creepy sometimes. And disgusting. Well, I'm going to let this motherfucker explain what happened to me last night, because I don't remember half of it. Actually, probably not over half. More than over half. But let's just say I had a interesting night.
Yeah, he had quite the fun time. Okay, so, no, I'm just joking.
All right, Kermit.
Bashed your head, you did. I just mixed up fucking Yoda and Kermit. Shame on me.
Yeah, you don't supposed to do that.
Okay, so we had been drinking. Well, I hadn't been drinking.
Yeah, he's sober.
Yeah. And he has sensitivity to loud sounds and like flashing lights and stuff. He has epilepsy. And
I got epilepsy.
I thought you said you had epilepsy.
No, I got seizures. My seizures can come from multiple different things. Flashing lights, yes, and loud noises, yes, but it's also a whole bunch of other things that causes the same thing.
Oh.
So yeah,
So
it's
it's
just
like epilepsy.
kind of, but they don't say it's that. It's the complex hemiplegic migraines.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds worse.
Oh, it is. It's very worse.
Spicy seizures.
Very, because normally when people get seizures, they don't just lose their limbs after the seizures. They can still move around.
Yeah.
Me, it's I lose my limbs.
The way you say that, it means like you like lose your actual like arms and legs, and then they just
No.
regrow like Deadpool.
Nah, I wish. No, I don't even wish that. Fuck that. No, my limbs go completely paralyzed.
Mm.
Yeah, they don't come back for a couple hours or so, depending on how bad it is.
Well, so I had already went to sleep because I'm a sober bitch and I get tired very easily when I'm not partying, you know. So I had went to sleep, and Vic comes running in there and just grabs me and fucking wakes me up. I nearly hit the motherfucker out of reaction.
Oh shit.
Don't do that to a motherfucker with PTSD.
No.
Well, I was like, what the fuck? What's up? And he's like, Antonio's having a seizure. And I'm like, oh shit. So I get my ass up, and I had like one shoe off because my right foot was going numb whenever I was going to sleep. So I just took it off. Didn't take off the other one.
What the fuck?
So I like ran into there with one shoe on. And he's sitting there fucking seizing out in the chair. I'm like, oh fuck. And you're like about to fall to the floor. So we had to pick your heavy ass up and put you on the couch. Well, let's see what happened next, because I'm overtired and my brain is not working at full capacity. Fuck you, it is what it is. Yeah, so they had me time the seizures with my phone, so that's what I did, while also holding your ass up. Which if for the audience that doesn't know, Antonio is he's built like a potato.
Fuck you.
He's not exactly a light person.
No, 224. That ain't too bad.
Yeah, he's heavy.
Hey, at least it's a lot of muscle and not fat like it used
Bitch,
to
you
be.
got man titties.
So, I got pecs underneath that shit. I flex
Fair.
and it's big fucking pecs.
Fair.
Just to get fat going over it.
Your muscle is shy.
I've heard that before. Your muscles are shy.
They hide behind their friend fat.
Oh my god.
That's what mine do. So he kept on having seizures, and we tried everything. And Nate fucking went to sleep while he was having the seizures. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go lay down." I'm like, "Motherfucker, that's your friend, dude." He just fucking laid down, passed out drunk, and I'm like, "This motherfucker." Like, I'm glad I'm fucking sober. You know, at least somebody here is sober. Delaney was also a big help. She knew what to do for the most part, and helped him out. Let's see, he snapped Delaney's wrist with his grip when he was seizing. Like, not like broke it, but like, you know, like it hurts. It hurts. And it's like all swollen.
Oh,
and then he
shit.
popped Andrew in the face like twice.
I guess that's payback for stealing my hat the other day.
And then he dislocated my pinky. I had to reset that bitch. That fucking hurt. And then we ended up calling the ambulance. Because we didn't know what the fuck to do. He had like 7 seizures, and 3 of them were like in the span of 2 minutes. So we were just like, yeah, we're calling the ambulance. Fuck this. We don't know what to do. So the ambulance comes. We fucking hide all the fucking alcohol in the house. All of it. We hid it in the back room.
Oh my god.
And as soon as they took him away, Victor came back out with the liquor and was like, "Shots." I'm like, this motherfucker.
What the fuck?
And nobody else was fucking sober enough to drive. So I had to fucking walk my ass across town to the hospital in the fucking blistering cold. And I stopped at Allsup's and got a cup of coffee for free. I offered to take out the trash for a cup of coffee because I'm a broke bitch. And she just bought me a coffee, so that was cool. So I finally get to the hospital just as they're about to release him. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, shit. I fucking wish I had been here sooner. So he wasn't as fucking bored. And they released him. His Nana came and got us. And we stopped at All Sluts and got some food and some drinks. His Nana paid for them, which was very nice of her. She's a very sweet lady.
She is.
No, I wish she was my grandmother, man. My grandmother is just like, get your own shit and slap the shit out of me. Let's see what happened next. Yeah, we went back to your place, ate, and then went to bed. And then, you know, we woke up the next day, and that about sums that up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so Casey got arrested.
Oh yeah, that happened before.
Yeah, Casey.
The same time, just before we went over to Vic's house, that shit happened.
Yeah. So during the podcast, the last one we did, I got a call from Delaney, and she was asking if we were gonna go over to Vic's, and we were like, yeah, after the podcast. So she's like, all right, just let me know, and we'll come and pick you up. And I'm like, all right, cool. And so after the podcast, I called her, and I was like, hey, are y'all sober? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, we're at Antonio's. We're ready to go over there. She's like, all right, cool. We'll be on our way. So apparently, instead of them going, Casey just offered out of the blue to drive and pick us up. Now, Casey was fucking drunk. Andrew was also in the car with him, and Casey had an open container. Now, me personally, I don't do that stupid shit.
No.
I don't be around people who do that stupid shit. I will not be in the car with them. I do not like it. Sam, I am. I do not like the green eggs and ham. I had to say that. So
I literally had that same mind, and I was like, and then you said it, I was like, hell yeah.
yeah, so I guess they were on their way. Casey and Andrew were on their way to come get us, and we had no clue. And fucking Delaney calls me. What was it, like maybe 20 minutes later?
Yeah, maybe about 20 minutes later.
Yeah, and she's like, "Are y'all with Casey?" And we're like, "No." And she's like, "Well, good, because they got pulled over." And I was like, "Oh!"
Like,
And I'm like,
"Oh,
"Were they
shit."
drinking?" And she's like, yeah." And I'm like, "Oh shit, snickerdoodles," because I know, I automatically knew that Casey was drunk. I just had to confirm it, because that motherfucker's like always drunk.
Yeah. He's either drunk or high.
Yeah. Well, and apparently Casey pulled a bitch ass move. I personally think it's a bitch ass move, and handed the can to Andrew that was in the passenger seat. Andrew's dumbass response was to take said can from Casey. So Andrew got busted for open container and has to appear in court. He's probably going to get like a $500 fine, maybe possibly probation for like 6 months. Casey, on the other hand, is probably going to get a little bit of a heftier fine.
Yeah.
Is probably going to end up getting put on probation for about 6 months to a year. Maybe. There's a good chance that they both just only get fines, but since it's their first offense, fucking newbies.
God damn.
And Casey talks all this mad shit about, like, you know, he just acts like all big and bad. And apparently, like, he was fucking panicking when the cops showed up. I'm like, motherfucker, like, you do not know how to handle cops.
No,
Me,
he
I
does
would have been
not.
cool, calm, and collected, and you know what I would have said? Andrew's famous saying, "Looks like I picked me a whole bouquet of oopsie daisies."
Okay, whoopsie daisies.
And I'd made the cop laugh, which would have made me probably get less of a ticket or something. You know,
Yeah.
make the cop laugh. But Casey don't know how to handle cops, and he's never dealt with that kind of shit before. And I'd hoped and prayed that he'd never have to deal with that. That he'd never have to see jail. But he dug his own fucking hole.
Yeah.
So I had to be the one to make the oh so lovely joyous phone call to his brother. The
Yeah,
only
it
one
was-
that I could get a hold of. So I told his brother he was in jail for a DUI. And his brother just responds with, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And I'm like, oh, he's pissed.
You never want to hear that when
No.
you're calling somebody.
No, and John isn't exactly the person you want to piss off. He's about 6'4", you know, probably good 200 pounds. You know, kind of stocky fella.
Yeah.
You don't want to piss him off. And he was pissed. So, and I was like, yeah, sorry, I didn't know that he was driving. I clarified that shit.
Yeah, that's a good.
Because
to clarify that, 'cause he
I'm
might get mad at
fairly
you, too.
certain I could stand my ground with him in a fight, but I know it would hurt. And I don't want to do that, so I had to clarify. And then I had to tell my sister, because she's friends with Andrew, and she was just like, "What the fuck, is he okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and I told her about all the bullshit that happened, and so she's pissed off at Casey for pulling that shit. And yeah, it's just a big old bag of dicks.
Big old bag of dicks.
They both got to appear in court. I think within 12 days. I know Andrew does within 12 days. I told that motherfucker he needs to cut his hair to look more presentable.
He does.
And I told that motherfucker, come with me to a couple of AA meetings. It'll look good.
It'll look
Get
real
someone to
good
fucking vouch for you.
Yeah.
It'll look good. But no, ain't no nothing. So, yeah, he kind of pissed me off because, you know, like whenever he was getting pulled over, he was listening to me. He was listening to me with what I had to say, and he was like, "I'll do anything, man." And then as soon as he got let go, he was just like, He was just like, nah, it's all right. I'll figure it out. And I'm like, God damn it. So, yeah, so it's a whole situation. And then, and fucking Antonio has a damn seizure, several of them. And then I got like maybe 2 hours of sleep. And I was already tired from the night before because I'd only had like 3 hours of sleep. So.
Hey, you're the one who wanted to go over there.
Fair.
Yeah,
fair.
I said no. I'm good. I'll stay here.
Hindsight is 20/20, most definitely. But I told the motherfuckers when I was over there earlier, no more popping off firecrackers when Antonio's here. Like, what the fuck, people? Y'all know he's got these problems. Like, yeah.
Yeah, and I was fine beforehand and everything. It was,
Yeah.
we were all having fun and everything, and then somebody went and popped a firecracker, and somebody brought me outside to watch the firecracker. I didn't know what they were doing. They didn't tell me what they were doing. And then all of a sudden, a loud noise and a bright light. And because it was dark outside, there was nothing to really light the way. So I had no idea what the fuck was going on. We just all went outside in the backyard. And then all of a sudden, just bright light. And yeah, I walked inside. My head started immediately pounded. And, yeah, after that, I don't really remember all that much.
Yeah.
The only thing I can really remember is near the end when I was actually in the ambulance.
Yeah.
That was the first time I've been good enough to actually see the interior of an ambulance. I've been in them, I can't even tell you how many times. I've never been able to look at it.
Yeah.
But this time I was actually able to see it. And it's very interesting.
Oh, so, speaking of, like, hospitals and ambulances, I was in Colorado, and I had just gotten done with cage match. And,
With what?
my shoulder... What?
With what?
Cage match.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I used to fight for money. Good
oh,
times.
yeah, I forgot about that shit.
Yeah. Well, anyways, so... And it was kind of like... I won't give details because it wasn't exactly legal.
It's ever legal, man.
But, I was, in the hospital. I had a dislocated shoulder. And, I'm sitting down. This dude comes walking in. He's, like, walking real slow, kind of hunched over, with, like, his ass sticking out the back, like, if that makes any sense. And he had a towel around him and something poking out the back. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, would you like to sit down? He's like, no. Shakes his head vigorously. And I'm like, are you okay? This motherfucker lifts up the towel from the back. There is a damn hammer shoved up his ass.
What the fuck?
He said it was a claw hammer, too. How? I asked him, I'm like, how? And he's like, my wife caught me cheating, and, I'm like, bro! I'm like, I bet you won't do that shit again.
Dude, if my wife ever did that to me, I'd fucking divorce her. You know,
oh,
that's
yeah, that'd be
not
divorce.
A thing you do, no.
Like, maybe I shouldn't have cheated, but you went too far with that shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
But, like-
cheating's not right, but doing that shit? That's so much worse.
But, yeah, I was just like, oh, shit, and, sorry, that was a metallic cancer.
Metallic cancer.
Metallic tasting cancer. The cough. Anywho,
Oof.
off topic. Crab attack. Yeah,
Yeah,
but it was
you
an
probably-
interesting evening. I'd never once seen something like that. That was pretty intense. And it made me cringe. My whole body cringed. My dick went up inside me. And my booty hole puckered. And I could just feel my spine shivering just by looking at it.
Dude, my spine is shivering now when you're talking about it.
It's like, bro, like, and which way was the claw hammer? Was it facing up or facing down? Because if it's facing down, that means it's pressing on his prostate.
Yeah.
And you know that shit would have to hurt.
Very.
But how did she wedge that bitch up in there? Like, she would have had to have like held him down and fucking wedged it up in there.
Yeah.
Because you can't just do it with one quick fucking swing.
No.
She
probably went to the, those kinky places, and they got those ropes and shit tied the man to the bed or some shit, and you use that as an excuse to put it in.
Oh no, bro! He fell for the trap. Drink one for the homie. Yeah. Oh yeah. You remember when I broke my ribs? When I got hit by that car?
Oh yeah.
When we were living on Dean Street.
Yeah, the motherfucker just drove off.
And this has happened to me like countless times in Pampa. I don't know what it is with me and people just wanting to fucking hit me with their car, but this has happened like 6 motherfucking times in the past 5 years. I forget. I think I was walking home from work, and it was I think it was a white truck. Yeah, a white truck came out of nowhere and just fucking hit me right in the side, and I like put my hands up. And it like smashed right into my ribs. I went flying over the truck. Landed in the bed of the pickup. Climbed out of the bed of the pickup. Fell down on the ground. Got back up and went to walk over to the driver's side. In fucking crippling pain. And he just fucking drove off. And the last words I heard him say was, "Oh shit." And he drove off. So I don't know if he thought I was like trying to kill him or something for doing that. But I was just wondering, like, what the fuck, man? Like, were you texting? Like, what the fuck was going on?
You probably was, especially on that street.
Yeah, so I fucking walk home, and Antonio's like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, and he's like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "I got hit by a car."
Yeah,
he's like, "What?"
My fucking words was, "Again?"
Yeah.
That shit was fucking funny, though. Then you got hit by another car going down one of the highway parts.
Hobart, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget what kind of car it was.
I don't know, but it was nice.
Yeah. And, well, it wasn't nice after that.
No.
Because I know I dented that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
They hit me probably going a solid 40. Concussion 43!
Dude, I'm surprised you're even still fucking alive.
Dude, with all the crazy shit I have put my body through that has happened to me, getting stabbed, getting shot, all sorts of shit, I am still alive. I have tried to kill myself and didn't die.
Yeah.
I overdosed on a bunch of fucking pills. That didn't work. I put a gun to my head and it fucking jammed.
Yeah, this is back before, like after high school when I didn't see you at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know this motherfucker was doing all that shit because I didn't know him anymore.
Yeah.
And coming to find out when we start hanging out again, he tells me this shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. Just about.
Yeah.
But yeah, good times, man.
Good times.
Got stabbed in the dick. That was pleasant. I was with this chick. She was on top, and she waited till I was hard, and then she was like, "Who's Bethany?" I'm like, "Bethany? I don't know Bethany." And then she grabbed out a knife and fucking stabbed my dickhead, bro.
Fucking hell.
So I ripped the knife out and took off running. Pushed her off me, took off running out the door, butt-ass naked, dick swinging in the wind. And this cop is driving down the street. And he's like...
Streaker!
Yeah, he puts on his spotlight, turns on his headlights, and I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, oh wait, I can't be in trouble. I'm in danger. We're good. And so I like wave him down, and he gets out of the car. And he's like, he starts to say, I don't know, like, what are you doing or something? And he gets to what? And he's like, oh. He sees the blood. I'm like, I need a hospital. The bitch tried to kill me.
Should try to make sure you didn't do that again.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know a Bethany. Like, I knew a Bethany from school, but we hadn't talked in years.
You know what I think would be funny?
Huh?
if she was thinking of like the wrong person, like if she was cheating on you or something, and forgot that it wasn't you, but it was the other guy that was doing that.
Oh my god. And come to find out the bitch was cheating on me.
Oh fuck. So that's probably what happened.
Yeah.
The other guy was talking to somebody.
Probably.
That's one thing I don't understand about women. They'll cheat
women,
on you,
man.
but when you cheat on them, they get pissed. It's
Yeah.
like, the
Or
fuck?
like what pisses me off is, okay, I got a lot of female friends on my Facebook. And when I'm with someone, I don't stop liking their photos. If
No.
they have a funny meme, I'm gonna like it.
Yeah, same.
You know? If they got an adorable picture of their dog or their child, I'm gonna like it.
Yeah.
You know? And this one chick I was with, she was like, "Why are you liking her posts?" And I'm just like, she's my friend. That's what friends will do.
Yeah.
Like, hello? And she got all fucking butthurt over it. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck you want me to tell you. I mean, we're not fucking around, you know? Because whenever I'm with someone, I'm with someone. You know,
Yeah,
I don't
same.
cheat on people. You know, that's the one thing I have never done and never will, is cheat on somebody.
I cheated on one girl, and the main reason why is because I found out she was cheating on me. So I said,
Well,
"Fuck
that's fair
you,"
game.
and yeah, I started cheating on her with another girl. She was awesome, and the girl I was cheating with, she knew that the other girl was cheating on me.
Ah.
So she had a little fun with it, and became friends with her.
Shit.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was funny as hell.
Oh, fucking relationships never last anymore, man.
No, they don't.
Like, the one good relationship I see is Nate and Delaney. That's a pretty good relationship so far. I mean, they yell at each other a bit, but like they're doing all right.
Yeah.
Now Nate and Desi, that did not end well.
No.
No, and they were, both sides were wrong. Not just Desi, not just Nate, both. Yeah. And Nate, if you're hearing this, yeah, you were wrong too. Get over it. We love you, bro.
You may be a crazy son bitch, but oh well.
Now my mom and dad, they were together up until I was 9, and dad ran off. His excuse was, I don't need this kind of negativity in my life.
Wow.
And ran off. And come to find out later, he meant my mother, not us kids. He told me that. And I don't know if I believe him or whatever, but I'm just going to go with that. Because, like, you know, that's a shitty thing to say to a kid, you know?
Yeah, it is.
But, like, you know, whenever he was there, you know, he wasn't really there. Like, he would, like, miss all my football games, you know, because he was, you know, he did work really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a nurse practitioner. No, an RN. I don't know all the terms or whatever, but he worked his ass off. So he was barely home. But then he would do shit like, we'd have no food in the house, and then he would bring home McDonald's for himself.
My mom does the same thing.
Yeah. And like, okay, so my mom has MS. Her legs weren't working. It's the middle of winter, and the tire needed to be changed on the car. What does my dad do? He picks her up, lays her down, sets her down in the snow for her to change the fucking tire.
The fuck?
Yeah. So, and at the time, you know, I didn't understand what the fuck was going on, but, you know, as I got older and I remembered these things, I was like, what the fuck, man? Get your ass out there and change that fucking tire. Be a man.
Yeah, it's not even that fucking hard.
No.
Did he not know how to do it, or he just didn't want to?
He could never remember.
It's not hard. You take the lug nuts off, put a new tire on. Put the lug nuts on. That's fucking it.
Yeah, it's fucking simple. Like, even my dumbass can do it.
Yeah,
And I
you're
don't know
kinda
dick
stupid.
about cars.
But dude, my dad, I didn't know him until I was like a teenager or some shit. I had no idea who he was, and because he had me and my sister, and then left with my mom's best friend at the
Ah,
time.
shit.
Yeah,
That's a doozy.
yeah. And then when he had a kid, another kid, um, she was already, I don't even know how old she was, but when I first met her, is when I actually first really saw my dad. And me and my sister were just like, I don't know who the fuck you are, but okay. Because my mom made us go see him, because he apparently wanted to see us. And my mom's not an asshole. We're his kid too, so
Yeah.
she's gonna let us see him. And after that, we got to know each other pretty good, but for a while, I really didn't care for him.
Yeah.
So, but nowadays, I hang out with my dad just about all the time.
Yeah.
Anytime I can, anyway.
And like my dad, he didn't message me again until I was 18. So from 9, he visited one time when I was 12, and that ended up with him chasing me around the car trying to kill me.
What the fuck?
Yeah, long story. Anywho, he didn't show back up in my life by texting me until I was 18, and said, you know, if I need anything, give him a call. And I was like, all right. So I gave it a few days. I was pissed off. I was fucking pissed. I'm like, who the fuck are you to, text after all this fucking, on Instagram, after all this fucking time, to fucking text me now? Like, dude, you walk down on your wife. You walk down on your 2 daughters. You walk down on your son. What the fuck? I gave it a few days, and I decided to call this motherfucker. And we talked for about 4 hours. And he brought a lot of things to light that I had forgot about, that I had repressed. And I won't repeat those things because it's just a private matter.
Yeah.
But I fully believe he wasn't in the wrong now. Granted, he did do a couple things wrong. But for the most part, I understand exactly why he left.
Mm.
I just wish he would have shown up every now and again.
At least you know why he left. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
why my dad left at all.
Who knows? Maybe one day he'll tell you.
He still hasn't. I'm 24 fucking years old.
Still time.
And now he's having another kid.
No shit?
Yeah. So, in total, he's got me, my sister, my other sister, and then my other sister. Now he's having another kid, and we think it's also another girl.
Shit, bro.
So I am the only male.
You're outnumbered, bro.
Big time.
Hey,
And I don't even know, like, my second sister, I really don't know her. And she's not that much younger than us.
Mm.
And I rarely see her. I know nothing about her.
Well, maybe one of these days you should hit her up and be like, hey, sis, let's fucking hang out.
Well, she lives over there in Amarillo.
Oh, yeah? Well, that's not too far from here.
No.
I mean, without a car, it's far. But
Yeah. And she also goes to college, though, which is pretty cool.
that's cool.
Yeah. Me and my sister, my first sister, we didn't get the chance to go to college.
Mm.
One, the money, and one, we just not smart enough to do it.
Same.
Yeah.
For
Like, I'm
both
smart
reasons.
in certain areas, but when it comes to all the other stuff, I can't.
Yeah. Well, my biggest issue with going to high school in general was I didn't know how to socialize, so it made it hell. People would
Same.
constantly pick on me for being different. Just falling behind in my classes because they fucking gave up on me. They just pushed me along through school and said that I passed everything. And then when I was in 10th grade for the third time, when we got a new principal that actually cracked down on me, I just dropped out. So I was like, fuck this shit, you know. I'll get my GED at some point.
Yeah, my mom didn't get her GED until a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And she's in her 30s or so.
Yeah.
And she didn't get it until she required it for a job.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah.
Because she had me and Erica when she was like 18, 19. My dad was 17 when they had me. And his parents forced him to marry my mom because he got her pregnant.
Right.
Yeah. I thought that was kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
But she didn't get her GED for a very long time because she had to drop out of school because she couldn't go to school anymore.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
did you get your GED yet?
No. For the most part, I know everything.
Yeah.
Up until about maybe 9th grade.
Yeah.
I know bits and pieces. Like with science, I'm pretty good with. Math, I'm decent at, but I can do like the minimum algebra. Good at geometry, for the most part, and history I know pretty good.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of pieces that I don't know, haven't learned. Yeah, I honestly, bro, from I would say 15 up until last year, I just gave the fuck up and didn't give a shit about anything, about life, none of it. Didn't give a single fuck.
Yeah.
Didn't care if I lived or died, nothing.
I was the same way for a while.
And then it wasn't until recently that I started realizing I got to get my shit together. I'm 24. I could make the excuse and say, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. I'll figure it out. But, at the end of the day, we only got so much. We only got so much of this life.
Yeah.
And I need to start doing something. Anything. And that starts with getting my license. Getting my GED eventually, and that'll take money.
Yeah. I don't think it's that expensive.
And then honestly, I think getting the fuck out of this town.
Mm-hmm.
Getting out of this town and never moving the fuck back.
I can't tell you how many times we've moved, how many different schools I've been to. We always end up coming back to Pampa.
Pampa's a black hole, man.
It
sucks
is.
You in.
Once you're here, you can't fucking leave. Like, my grandparents have tried to leave hundreds of times. They've had houses set up ready to go, and they just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
They keep getting stuck here.
But
Like, they've been here since before I was born.
yeah.
Like, way before.
No,
They came here from, like, Arkansas. And Arkansas is pretty good.
Yeah.
But they came over here for, I think, my grandpa for a job.
Mm-hmm.
And they just haven't left. He hasn't worked for that company in I don't even know how long.
Yeah. I
But
think
it's a black hole.
I think what I might do once I'm off probation, spend a couple months saving up some money, and then I think I'm gonna move to Arizona.
Hell yeah.
That's where my dad lives.
Mm.
And we've already talked about it, about moving closer to him, getting to spend some time with him, and his health is kind of taking a toll. So, I mean, my mother's got two of my sisters to take care of her,
Yeah.
and so somebody needs to take care of Dad. And he's getting to that age. He's still good right now, but he's getting there.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure somebody's there. Keep a close eye on him. Make sure he's not working himself into the fucking ground. Because that's what that motherfucker's done his entire life, is just work. Work. No time for anything else. He used to be in a band. He was a guitar player and a singer.
Why'd he stop?
Huh?
Why'd he stop?
I don't know. He never said.
Hmm.
But he had passions in his life that he let slip away. And it scares the ever-living shit out of me because I feel like I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah, you used to be a good singer and everything. You would always want to sing and everything. Now I haven't even heard you sing in a while.
I lost the taste for it, man. And, you know, I don't feel the passion anymore. And that fucking scares the shit out of me because it's like, well, that's my one thing. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can play a bit of piano, I can play a little bit of guitar, but singing was my main thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, if I don't have that, then what the fuck else am I gonna do besides work? I'm following in his fucking footsteps, man.
Yeah. Me, I'm going in a totally different direction. Main reason why is because of medical. Like, I can't do anything in here anymore.
Yeah.
And the doctors won't let me do anything either. So I can't get a job anymore. I can't drive. I
Yeah.
can barely go outside and do any real work without passing out or dropping.
Yeah.
It sucks. And here my dad is working his ass off all the time. He's barely there for his kids. And my mom, she's always working or sitting at home reading.
Yeah.
So at least she's got something to do when she gets home.
Yeah.
So, but me, I don't got nothing. I'm stuck here. I'm stuck in one spot. So,
And I wish there was something I could do for you, man, but I mean, the sad fact is there's really nothing anybody can do.
no. And we
I
don't
hate
got the
to
money
say
to
that.
go to the specialist and all that. That's just expensive.
Oh yeah.
And we just flat out do
And
not have
the
the money for that.
specialists can only do so much.
Yeah. Like they'll prescribe something, or if they find anything in my head, they can
Yeah.
either remove it or leave it there. It just depends on what's wrong.
Yeah.
Because
And-
we don't even know exactly what is wrong.
And you know, that's another thing that pisses me off. It's a fucking healthcare system. It is
Oh
a
my
fucking
God,
joke
yeah.
here in America.
Yeah.
We can.
There's places here that are really good, like in Arkansas. My family wants me to move up there because the hospitals up there actually do everything they can for anybody. Over here where we live, you go in there, they'll check you out and just look at you and then send you a bill. They won't do anything for you.
Yeah.
But over there, doesn't matter what your medical history is or if you get insurance or not, they'll still look at you. They'll do everything in their power to make you feel better, to do everything for you.
Can you get Medicaid in Arkansas?
I'm not sure. I think so.
Well, then you know what? Fuck it. Here's what we'll do. If you are serious about wanting to move to Arkansas, if you are serious about it, see, I'm an open book on where the fuck to go. Honestly, I don't give a fuck where we go as long as it's not fucking freezing.
Yeah.
And it's not one of those fucking, and I know I'm gonna get backlash for this, but fucking leftist states. And Arkansas is not one of those type of places.
No. My family is all hillbillies and farmers.
And do you got any family up there?
Oh yeah, like most of my family is in Arkansas.
Okay,
the only
all
ones
right.
here is my dad's side. Well, actually, no, my dad's side is moved back to Mexico because of all the shit that's happening here. They moved back to Mexico.
Well,
My dad's still here, but the only ones here is my mom, my grandpa, and my grandma. And just about every other bit of family is all in Arkansas.
Well, do they live in a small town or big city?
It's a small town.
Even better. Well, here's what I propose. After I'm off probation and I get a little bit of money saved up, we can fucking move there.
Yeah.
Because I want to get out of this town. You'd like to move to Arkansas, right?
Yeah, it's a nice place up there.
And it would be beneficial to your medical needs.
Yeah.
We can fucking find an apartment or something and figure this shit out.
Yeah. Because the rent up there isn't all that expensive either.
Yeah.
Like, you can get the house the same size as my mom's house for a hell of a lot cheaper. She's paying $750. You can get it for $500 up there.
Wow. Also, I will need to talk to Andrew about this because me and him are going to be roommating. And I'll see if he also wants on board with the old wagon. If he does, it's just another person to help pay bills.
Yeah. Especially when at the moment I can't do anything.
Yeah. And what we can do is, see, you have a diagnosis, correct?
Yes.
That you cannot work.
Yes.
Therefore, you qualify for SSI.
We've been trying to get on it. So far, nothing.
In Texas, it's a fucking joke getting
It
on
is.
SSI, but in
It is so
Arkansas, it
hard.
might be different.
Yeah.
So let me do some research on that, and we'll figure this out.
Yeah.
So, sorry people for the fucking side talk thing.
It's off topic.
off topic crab attack.
Off topic crab attack.
What
What were we even talking about in the first place?
I don't remember. Animals. What
Animals.
about animals? You got 2 cats.
I got 2 beautiful little cats. They're shitheads, but they're beautiful. They're both males because
Ooh, big
females they're
stretch.
little bitches.
Yeah.
And one's named Ichigo. If you don't know that name, go look up anime. And one's name is literally Potato.
Yeah.
He's a matte black cat, fully black, and I named him Potato.
Yeah.
Because he acts like a potato. Now he's skinny and everything. When I first got him, he was fat. And he was a little baby. But now he's real skinny. Well, not real skinny, but he's the right cat size. He's not overfed, he's not underfed.
Now Ichigo's a fat motherfucker.
Ichigo does not want to stop eating. But he's getting older, but
Yeah.
what'd you expect?
And I've got fucking 4 months left of probation. As soon as I get off probation, I'm getting this apartment, and I'll be living with 2 cats.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll probably get the apartment sooner, depending on if fucking Andrew gets put on probation or not.
Yeah.
If he does, I'm not sure if I'm willing to be in an apartment with him, because if my probation officer comes by or his probation officer comes by, we're both fucked. Because
Can you not live in the same spot with?
nope.
Oh, you can.
You're not even supposed to be around anybody else on probation if you're on probation.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So, if either of them motherfuckers get put on probation, I can't even hang with them.
Yeah.
So, he doesn't realize just how much he's fucked the situation. Well, Casey really fucked the situation.
Yeah.
My mother, she's got a big old blockhead of a dog. His name's Hunter. He's a big ass titty baby. He's a Pyrenees chocolate lab mix. Massive fucking dog. Sweetest dog you'll ever meet. Just don't piss him off. He can turn from sweet to mean in the snap of fingers.
Damn. I used to have a dog like that. He was a badass dog, though. He was a... I don't exactly know what he was. He was a mixed breed between a whole bunch of different things. But he was cool. When we first got him, he was real small. Then he started growing up and everything. He was massive. Massive. It was kind of insane how big he grew. And he was very playful and everything with like people he knew.
Mm-hmm.
But if he even saw or smelt a different smell that he hasn't smelled before around the area, he will raise hell.
Very
Yeah.
territorial.
Very.
Yeah.
Very. We actually ended up having to put him in a cage when he goes outside because he will break through the fence. So we had to get one of those big dog cage things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that had the top on it and everything.
Yeah.
Because he would fucking climb it.
Shit.
We had one that didn't have a top on it,
Mm-hmm.
and he fucking climbed out of it and ran at somebody that was in the alley throwing away trash.
Shit.
Yeah. He was a good dog, but he was overly protected of his area. So
Yeah.
when he goes outside, we had to put him in the cage that had a topper.
Yeah.
And he was a crazy dog, but he was cool as fuck. He was cool as fuck. He would play all the time. If we were out there, he would play and do nothing but have fun.
Yeah.
And even if there was people around, he would still play, but he would always look over his head at the other person just to make sure they're not doing anything.
Right.
But he wouldn't run at him if somebody else was out there with him. Like somebody he knew was out there. He would just kind of keep his eye on the other person.
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
I was trying to let it out easy so it didn't make any
farted.
noise.
It made noise.
Oh. Oh.
I'm glad I'm way over here
Oh.
because I don't want to smell that.
It's making my eyes water. Ah.
God damn it.
Shit. I bet you it was that chicken sandwich.
It probably was. Hell, I had a chicken. No, I had two. No. Yeah, I had a chicken sandwich and a Philly cheesesteak sandwich and a fuck ton of fries. And I farted just before we started the podcast.
Oh my god, it sounded aggressive.
It started off nice and slow, but a really high pitch, and then all of a sudden it just kept going up and up and up and up and up. It was fucking funny. But oh yeah, dogs. My mom's got a dog now. We don't know what she is either. She was a stray when we found her, and we think she's like half coyote and half something else, like half husky or some shit. Because she will bury herself anywhere, just like a coyote would. And she is the sweetest fucking dog. Sweetest fucking dog. But if she comes near any other female dogs, oof, she is protective as fuck. Like, she likes every other dog except female dogs. It's kind of funny. Like, when my grandma and they live right beside us, and they have 3 dogs. They have 2 huskies and 1 German Shepherd. The German Shepherd is a female. And the German Shepherd almost ripped through our fence to get to Lola, which is our dog. And she would just get right out at the fence and would bite and smack. She actually ended up getting their German Shepherd on the nose because she was bursting through the fence. Yeah, and it didn't start or anything like that until their German Shepherd barked once, and that was it. That's when Lola was like, "Nope, this is my place," and it immediately just started being aggressive towards her.
Yeah,
but the other 2 dogs, they're both males, and they'll bark or go around the fence. And she just doesn't give a shit. Like, it's just like, what? Like, she won't give a shit at all. Yeah. It's kind of funny.
You know what kind of animal I want?
What?
I want a fucking Black Panther.
That would be cool as shit, but illegal as fuck.
Oh yeah, but
You
like,
know what I want? I want a hairless cat.
Ugh.
I want a hairless.
No.
Those things are so cute, though.
They're creepy looking.
They are, but they're also really good cats.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard they're good cats. They're just creepy looking. I wouldn't want to pet the cat.
It's like petting your nuts.
Yeah, man.
With no hair.
Yeah.
But they're cool cats. That's what I want. Dude, but a fucking panther would be insane.
Yeah, because, like, you get big boops. Big nose boops.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. A big-ass cat. So ain't nobody breaking into your house. And
No.
if they do, they're going to shit themselves and either die or leave. You don't even have to fucking pull the gun.
No, they would fucking look through the window and see that. And be like, is that a statue or what is that?
And it just moves.
Like, God damn it. That'd be so cool, though.
Yeah.
There's people that actually own those fucking things, and they're good. They can be tamed and all that. What do you call that?
Domesticated.
Yeah, they can be domesticated, but they not fully domesticated.
Yeah.
They'll still have the instincts of, well, the
Yeah.
wild instincts.
And you have to get them from like a little bit after birth.
Yeah.
Or else there's like no chance to tame them.
Yeah.
If
they're too old, or
yeah, you
not
can't
even
just
too
get a
old, it's
grown
just-
full panther and
No.
bring it home
no.
because it will eat you.
Yeah.
That cat will eat you, and it won't feel any remorse.
No.
Um,
You'd be like, hey, look, my next meal.
yeah. Like, you forget to feed that cat one time, you're toast.
Yeah.
And the amount of food you would have to
Oh
buy,
my
the amount
god,
of
yeah.
meat, man.
And the fence that you would have to have,
Yeah.
because they can jump high as fuck. And if they're not domesticated fully, and because there ain't no fucking way you're putting a fucking litter box big enough for that cat, for
Yeah.
that. There ain't no fucking way. And I highly doubt you would want that anywhere near the inside of your house.
Yeah.
They're big shits.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You step
So-
on one of those and you'll lose your shoe.
Yeah. So you would have to have a massive fence outside that was unclimbable.
Yeah. And basically that's impossible because
Yeah.
they are excellent climbers.
Yes. You can get a metal fence and all that, but it would have to be so freaking high though.
And that would be
And no
like,
trees, because they will climb the tree and jump over the fence still.
Yeah.
Like cats even nowadays will climb a tree just to jump over a fence if they can't get up it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
Like, honestly, like, you would need to live out in the country and have a lot of fucking land
yes.
in order to own one of them, because
Yes.
you can let them loose, they can get their meals. I'm not sure if that'd be the best idea, because
Probably
you're,
not.
you know, you're letting them hunt, and then they get that instinct to hunt, and they'll hunt you. So it's probably not a good idea.
No.
Yeah.
But we need to bring this to a close. We're getting a little close.
Let's leave a teaser for the maybe one viewer that we
Yeah,
have.
maybe the one viewer. Hey, how you doing, bro?
Cryptids and creepypasta will be on the next podcast.
Yes. If you're actually watching this and I see the messages before we start the next podcast, give us some info.
Yeah, and
We wanna
don't
talk about it.
forget to like leave in the comment section like things you'd want us to talk about. Just anything.
Yeah.
Because we're running out of topics, man.
I mean, we still have a shit ton of topics, but one of these days we ain't going to have nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
But alrighty, guys. That was Off Topic Crab Attack. Out.
Bye.